I thought operationally was cleaner. As he gets more comfortable, more reps, more opportunities in and out of the huddle, communicating at the line of scrimmage. Felt like we had more time at the line of scrimmage to get some things called up front. So
Browns OC Tommy Rees recently revealed important information regarding the quarterback's performance in training after the team suffered a difficult defeat at the hands of the 49ers. Furthermore, believe me when I say that what he had to say is nothing short of impressive. It was confirmed by Rees that Shedeur has demonstrated significant progress, carrying out plays with the kind of precision and concentration that is already drawing attention. It is possible to see Shedeur locked in, preparing and carrying out plays like a seasoned professional in some footage that was leaked from the training session. It is clear that the intensity is genuine, and if this is any indication, he is more than prepared to take on the other competitors. Therefore, stay with us because we are going to delve deeply into the question of how locked in Shedeur Sanders really is and what the future holds for him on the field. He has done a good job throughout the week of communicating and seeing things, and hey, I need another representative of this because I want to see it again. He has done a nice job. Considering that each of those points is extremely encouraging and that you are heading in the right direction. Shedeur Sanders has been lauded by Tommy Rees for his remarkable command of the plays that have been in play during the week. As far as Tommy is concerned, Shedeur's self-assurance is at an all-time high, and the regular practices have made it abundantly clear that he is an exceptionally talented individual. The training footage substantiates Rees's excitement about what he has witnessed, and he is thrilled about it. Each and every move that Shedeur made was incisive and precise. As we look to the future, it is abundantly clear that the upcoming game will be all about Shedeur, with him leading the charge in a manner that has never been seen before. There is no way that Tommy's evaluation could be more accurate. At the very moment that Shedeur participated in those one-on-one drills with the first-team receivers, it became abundantly clear that he was not merely going through the motions. When he threw, he made every throw perfectly. His accuracy was pinpoint accurate, regardless of whether the receiver was in close proximity or far down the field. It was impossible to detect any hesitation or second-guessing in his mechanics. Instead, his throws were smooth and precise. It was not only his arm strength that Shedeur relied on. His timing, dexterity, and profound comprehension of the plays were all readily apparent with each and every drop back. During the time that the first-team reps were being given, Shedeur Sanders started to really differentiate himself from the other competitors. In the course of this portion of practice, any lingering uncertainties regarding his potential were completely eliminated. Each and every pass that he threw was deliberate. The ball was not simply being thrown by him, rather, he was analyzing the defense, making snap judgments, and delivering the ball with pinpoint accuracy. On the other hand, what truly impressed Tommy Rees was the fact that Shedeur could pull off a play that was truly spectacular. He deftly sidestepped the defenders, reset his feet, and then launched a perfect deep ball down the sideline, which landed right in the hands of his receivers. He did this while the pressure was rapidly approaching. Not only perfectly timed, but also in step. The timing, the touch, and the accuracy were all things that you want to see from a quarterback in a single throw that was flawless. Not only that, but he continued on. Shedeur was able to effortlessly deliver throw after throw without any difficulty. Every single one of them landed precisely where it desired to be. Effortless, pinpoint accurate, and incorruptible to defend. It was abundantly clear that each and every pass was on a mission, and it was able to hit its target exceptionally precisely. Please allow me to provide a more in-depth analysis of one of these incredible throws. The subsequent action that Shedeur took was an outstanding example of misdirection. While the pocket was beginning to collapse, he maintained his composure and took a few steps back, which gave the impression to the defense that they had him cornered. The genius part, however, comes next. Shedeur made a subtle hand movement, a fake to one side, which completely threw off the defenders and gave him that crucial extra fraction of a second to reset. This allowed him to reset his position. The subsequent throw that he made was even more impressive than the one before it. Shedeur found himself in a precarious situation during which he was surrounded by defenders, and the pocket was closing in on him. It would have been normal for most quarterbacks to rush a throw or take a hit, but Shedeur maintained his composure. He didn't panic because he noticed something that other people didn't notice. Because the defense was so preoccupied with the mayhem that was occurring around him, they were unable to locate his receiver. With a quick glance across the field, Shedeur was able to identify his man, who was positioned perfectly on the far left side of the field and was ready to break open. Shedeur Sanders demonstrated that he is more than just a powerful arm. He is also able to maintain his composure under pressure and make effective use of his footwork. During the subsequent play, he found himself in a difficult situation, with the pocket having collapsed and defenders rapidly closing in on him. Although there was no obvious opportunity for a pass, Shedeur chose to do what the majority of quarterbacks struggle with in these kinds of situations. He did not force a throw or take a sack from the opponent. While maintaining his concentration, he bought himself some time. As defenders came at him from all directions, Shedeur managed to maintain his composure. First, he quickly scanned the field, and then, without giving it a second thought, he turned to his left. The attempt to flee was not a frantic and desperate one. In order to acquire a more enlightened viewpoint, it was a shrewd and calculated move. The mess that was in front of him was cleared away by him shifting to the side, which opened up a clear line of sight that allowed him to see beyond the chaos. Although he had already impressed everyone with his versatility, Shedeur Sanders was not finished. He surprised everyone with a move that caught everyone off guard, leaving both the players and the coaches in a state of awe. He took things to a significantly higher level. However, that was not the conclusion of the presentation. The final rep of the day was a moment that inevitably leaves an impression on each and every person. Due to the fact that the defense was closing in from every direction, Shedeur Sanders found himself under a tremendous amount of pressure. At the same time that the pocket was rapidly disintegrating, defenders were swarming from all directions, and the level of intensity was through the roof. It was one of those situations that was extremely high pressure and critical, and everything was on the line. And it was precisely in this area that Shedeur stood out. He maintained his composure in spite of the intense pressure that was being applied to him. In a composed manner, he surveyed the area in question. Although his receiver was within range, there was a significant risk, which was the possibility of an interception. The window of opportunity for the throw was extremely limited, and any mistakes could very well result in a turnover. Shedeur Sanders has demonstrated that he is not only an exceptionally skilled quarterback, but also one who is able to maintain his composure and adaptability in high-pressure situations. It is abundantly clear that he is more than just a talented arm, as evidenced by his remarkable command of the plays and his precise throws. In addition to having a comprehensive understanding of the game, he is a well-rounded player. The execution of perfect throws, the display of his footwork, and the execution of unexpected moves that leave everyone stunned are all examples of his prowess. Shedeur continues to perform exceptionally well on every front. It speaks volumes about his maturity and composure that he is able to maintain his composure even in high-pressure situations, such as when the pocket is collapsing or when defenders are closing in from all directions. Beyond his physical capabilities, he relies on other things as well. Because of his awareness and intelligence, he is able to make the appropriate choices even when the situation is extremely stressful. In addition, let us not overlook the play that involved the defensive tackle. In addition to demonstrating his versatility and unconventional approach to the game, Shedeur's creative abilities and willingness to think outside the box are also noteworthy. His readiness for the challenges that lie ahead was further strengthened by the fact that he was able to keep his composure despite being subjected to intense pressure during the final rep of the day. Instead of forcing a throw, he made the intelligent decision to read the situation and take a calculated risk. He could have easily forced a throw. An individual who is able to handle the pressure and deliver when it matters the most is exactly the kind of quarterback that a team needs. There is one thing that is crystal clear as we look forward to the next game. Shedeur Sanders is prepared to take charge and lead his team with the kind of poise that only a select few quarterbacks are capable of matching. He possesses confidence, precision, and poise. Taking into consideration the current training session, it appears that the best is yet to come. Do you have any thoughts on the performance that Shedeur Sanders has shown in training? Are you of the opinion that he is prepared to advance to the next level of his game, that he was able to maintain his composure under pressure, especially when the pocket was falling apart, is truly remarkable? Do you believe that his one-of-a-kind ability to make plays, such as the move with the defensive tackle, demonstrates a significantly higher level of creativity? What are your thoughts on his ability to read the game and make decisions quickly while doing so with careful consideration? In the comments section below, please share your thoughts. How excited are you to see what he does next on the field? We are just as excited as you are.